Welcome, beautiful, to your holistic and cyclical approach to life and business. I'm Leticia Ringe, and today we're talking about how you can use your menstrual magic in your business. So if you're not familiar with me and my work, then you won't know that I am completely obsessed with working with my menstrual cycle in my life and in particular in my business. And the reason that I'm so obsessed with this beautiful system is that our body naturally shifts us as people through the 4 different phases of creativity. And so as a woman experiencing a menstrual cycle, I can use my hormonal cycle and the different phases of my menstrual cycle to easefully guide myself through creating anything in my life and in my business. So I'm able to use my menstrual cycle, what I call my menstrual magic, to create and manifest with ease, to create any project that I need or want to create in my business and anything else in my life for that matter. It is the perfect system for all of my clients and community, and for anyone, whether you're experiencing a menstrual cycle or not. If you're not experiencing a menstrual cycle, you can simply use the structure and guidance of the moon cycle to shift you through these same 4 creative phases. So first, what are the 4 seasons of our menstrual magic? The first is our inner winter, and this is when, during the menstrual cycle, a woman experiences menstruation. This is the time of the cycle when our hormones are at their lowest, and because of this, we are inclined to spend more time resting and relaxing. This is the time when we are naturally in our feminine energy. It's the most yin and the most feminine phase of the cycle. And this is a time where naturally we are great at receiving inspiration and ideas. And it's perfect as the starting place for our cycle. Then we shift into the follicular phase of our hormonal cycle, which is our inner spring creative phase. Now, our hormones here are starting to gradually rise, but they aren't at the peak of the cycle yet. That's our inner summer. So our hormones are starting to gradually rise, and if we've used our inner winter in the best way that we can by honoring our energy during that phase, we will have received all of these amazing ideas and inspiration, and now we just want to take action. So inner spring is a beautiful time to get back out there using your masculine doing energy. So this is the time when we take inspired, focused action on our projects in our life and in our business. And then we move into our inner summer. Our inner summer is when a woman typically ovulates during her menstrual cycle. And so this is the phase where we are our most extroverted. Our body literally is designed at this phase to attract people, to draw them in. So we are like the magnet. And so this is the phase where our emotional intelligence is at its highest and we have the most energy. So it's a great time to be around people, and this is why we naturally feel our most extroverted of the cycle. This is our masculine yang phase. And our spring is also a masculine yang phase. However, each phase has a beautiful combination of both a masculine and feminine energy. It's just a different dominant energy and a different expression of those energies. So our inner summer is where we really feel like Superwoman and can do it all. But the trick is that we can't do it all because then we will burn out. What we want to do is use this creative superpower, which is our ability to be around people, to communicate and collaborate on our ideas, to share them with the world, so that we use that creative superpower to its full potential rather than trying to do all of the different phases of creativity in that one phase. So then we move into our inner autumn, which the dominant phase during this time is our luteal phase. And so this is when our hormones start to take a bit of a dive, and then they go up and then they go down. So it is a roller coaster during our inner autumn, during the luteal phase of a woman's menstrual cycle. And so this is when our inner critic can rear its head. But what we usually don't see is that actually this is a really beautiful time to understand and see, perhaps for the first time or perhaps every single cycle, where there might be edits you need to make to your projects and also to your life and your business, where you might need new boundaries to support yourself as an individual and as a business owner. So this is the time when we're also coming to the end of a cycle. We're preparing for menstruation, and this is why our hormone levels drop right at the end. So we also have this natural desire to want to bring our projects to completion. And throughout these 4 stages, we then shift through all of the phases of creativity. So creativity is all about receiving an idea. It's about bringing it to life. It's about sharing it with the world. It's about editing and refining it to bring it to a sense of completion. Unless we tap into all of these phases of creativity, we as individuals and as business owners will not feel creatively fulfilled. So what I tend to find with my clients is that they might be great at one of these phases of the cycle or 2, but then the other ones have been neglected, and that's why they still feel like they're not creatively fulfilled. So when we work with this natural energy that our body is taking us through, we're able to shift through all of these phases naturally. And it's a system that has been designed perfectly by nature to allow a woman to create something really huge, which is a baby, or what we've typically thought of as being life, but it's also to create anything. And so it means it's the perfect system for a business, because that's a really big thing. It's a really big deal for anyone to hold that space for a business. Now, if you are not a woman, if you are experiencing the male hormonal cycle, for instance, your body is also taking you through these same phases. However, it's on a 24-hour cycle. So it means that if we use the longer female hormonal cycle, that is the menstrual cycle, and which shows up differently for every single woman because it is feminine energy, so it means it's subjective, it's transient, it's fluid. But if we use this idea of working with a longer cycle to create something, it gives us a better opportunity to create something that is big and sustainable. So it sets us up for long-term success. And the way that I use it in my life and in my business is to focus on creating 12 big projects per year, effortlessly flowing myself through these 4 stages of completion so that I am feeling creatively fulfilled at the end of every single cycle. It really is such an amazing system. Now, if you're not experiencing a menstrual cycle, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, no worries. What we do is we use the moon cycle to move through these same phases of creativity. This is a way to effortlessly and easefully work your way and make the most of each of these 4 creative energies. All right, everybody, so there is a little bit of inspiration for you on working with your menstrual magic. If you would love to start working with your menstrual magic right now, using either the menstrual cycle or the moon cycle as your guide, I have a free download. It's called the Menstrual Magic Journal, and you can find and download your copy at leticiaringe.com/menstrual magic journal. And this journal takes you through those 4 phases so that you can start practicing with a project in your life or in your business from the first phase of creativity all the way through to completion using the menstrual magic framework. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in our next video.